I would like to quickly point out that John the Mouse Video has a large selection of videos from North and South America for your viewing pleasure. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Now let's get into the cheese of the matter. So I started digging into these transactions from the Ripple wallet. I start seeing transactions from Paycasa, HitBTC, Bitstamp, EXMO, GateHub, Lucky Games, and others. Now, he talked about doing trade deals, and if he had a small amount left over, he would buy Dogecoin. Now, his reasoning for this was that it was cheaper to transact with. At one point, he said he had too many coins and he would like to sell off. Maybe he was doing the same thing with Ripple. As I had this on the back burner, I got an email that put it back on the main burner again. As I continue to look at these transactions, as you can see, there is a lot of small transfers onto it. I begin to look at the ones from Lucky Games. Lucky Games keep coming up with 2 different user numbers. Now that seems like that could be possible since Silver Goldman had a few other multiple accounts elsewhere. And with him doing transactions on the other markets, that would be a great way to get money back with low fees that I see with these transactions. I have only bought and sold on exchanges for Ripple. I've never transferred it to any other wallet. But as I look through all these transactions, I begin to see these transactions are coming in every hour, every day. That can't be possible, even for Silver Goldman. After looking around in an email, I have determined it's EOBot wallet from Poloniex. I have also determined the reference number is the user number. I would also like to thank others that helped in confirming my thoughts. I searched through all 30,909 transactions, and guess what? There are no transactions that came into his EOBot account. And as a side note, EOBot always sends large amounts of XRP to the same account user in Bittrex. From this account, I think they make their payments from. At this time, I haven't found out which account EOBot uses out of the 81,676 accounts that Bittrex holds. And if you know which account they use, leave it down below. And if you're up to it, and you know which Litecoin wallet they use to transfer funds from, you can leave that down below too. I know that you think it was a waste of time, but I have learned other valuable information that I will bring up later. What about Silver Goldman's other wallets on EOBot? As you look at all the wallets that he has listed on the EOBot site, you will see that there isn't much going on with them. Now, I'm not claiming to know everything or what people are thinking, but what I do know is that you can tell a lot about a person on how they act and who they hang around with.
I'd actually like to dedicate this video to a very special person in my heart. His name is Silver Goldman, whose awesome $300 charting software said Snap was going to do a massive turnaround. When Jason Force said, no, it's not.
So what do we know about the person Silver Goldman signed up under for his EOBot page? Do we know anything about him? We sure do. Let me introduce you.
Sites that I'm going to start cashing out on. All right. The reason why I'm cashing out is because many of these mining sites or cloud mining websites I've been using for a long time, or even faucet sites, being at the blocks, the halving is coming, and it's going to be harder for them to mine Bitcoins. And this will help you guys get out there in the world to make some extra money. All right. Not everybody can find a job. All right. And I'm gonna tell you that right now, man. I lived in the hood all my life.
As you probably know, that he spent a lot of time on the J4 forums. Silver Goldman talked about it many times in his live shows. As I looked for Silver Goldman's past links, I found that they are gone, like the one from the 2012 forums. But do you know which ones are around? That's right, the ones on J4 forums.
I've known Snippy for a long time.
Silver Goldman worked with J4 in the past. What if he never stopped? Maybe this is the outer layer of the web, along with Crypto Watch Guy and a few others.
As he was uploading videos on gold and silver, asked me to join his forum, to be a moderator there. And I said, hey Snip, you know what? I like to be able to, I like free speech. And I said, I feel if I become your moderator, I'll have to, you know, watch what I say. So if you don't mind, I'll renege on your offer to join your Realist News as a moderator. I will join as a poster. By the way, I'm not there anymore. Don't bother going to Realist News. It's nothing but a garbage site. It fell apart when I left. I didn't leave. He banned me not once but twice. That's right, the second time again. After banning me the first time, he came back and made a video, you know, unban the ban because the website had fallen. People were there for me, for my show, my information, my charts.
I know you keep hearing from these YouTubers that they don't get paid to promote cryptos and ICOs. Let me tell you that most of them are lying to you. And to YouTube, really. Let me quick shout out to all the YouTubers that let their viewers know about their paid sponsor and have checked the paid sponsor box on YouTube that shows paid sponsor in the lower left corner of the video.
It's something I think you'll find interesting, and I'm going to be talking about other cryptocurrency content creators as well.
Screw this guy.
I'm going to be splicing it up with their clips as well. Shout out to Fair Use.
Probably noticed that Bitcoin has had a bit of a reversion to the means, bit of a bounce.
And I don't want to expose people, but I think there's something very important to be said about people who make cryptocurrency content on YouTube. And I'm not talking about everyone, and I am generalizing, but I'm mainly talking about people who will post a video every single day.
If you want to use my affiliate link for
what it boils down to, the real reason why, and this is coming from somebody who makes cryptocurrency content on YouTube or formerly made cryptocurrency content on YouTube, the reasons why people make
I will be keeping my VIPs updated in
cryptocurrency content daily. It's not necessarily because they want to keep you informed, to help you like buy the bottom, whatever kind of gimmick they feed you and repeat to you pretty much throughout the entire video every single day. It's to make money.
We have more YouTubers that were reached out to push their ICO, but they ended up talking about it, that they might be scams.
Backstory here, Arbitcoin reached out to me through email asking me to do a paid promotion. This is nothing new. I get paid promotion offers all the time on my channel, and I always tell them I don't do paid promotions. I only do honest reviews, and then if it scores well and it's something I recommend to my viewers, then I'll do a promotion.
Now let's look at how much you can make per video for being a small YouTuber.
Cryptocurrency content is pretty, it pays pretty well. I think roughly it's between like $5 to $8 per 1,000 views, depending on how many ads you have in your videos and everything like that. But you can make a decent amount of money on YouTube just posting videos, let alone selling courses, let alone doing live streams and accepting donations, let alone like Binance referrals, Coinbase referrals, everything like that. So cryptocurrency content itself is pretty profitable.
You know, there's crazy advertising dollars in marketing and in PR. And
I think one of the biggest scams in the space is people selling you cryptocurrency courses, which is a very popular thing on YouTube. You know, you go to these channels and they'll say,
bounce,
they're super experienced, you know, they've been super successful even in a bear market. Buy their course. So really my reason of talking about this is to kind of just shed some light on this and shed some truth as well.
So yeah, I mean, for my specific channel size, you know, charging $2 or $3 grand, if I'm able to then turn around and drive that company $10,000 of sales, that they obviously had an excellent return on investment.
Sponsored post. You can actually make a lot more money on YouTube sponsoring a product or having an affiliate link than you actually can from ad revenue. That's where the majority of money comes in for these larger YouTubers. For me personally, I did a little bit of affiliate links back in 2017, and I actually did one sponsored post for a coin at the beginning of 2018. I got paid $2,000 for that one sponsored post, and I have never done any other sponsored post since then. primarily because when I made this channel, I wanted to actually provide good content for people. When I got started in 2017, there were people like Cripto Nick and Trayvon James just promoting blatant scams like BitConnect, and I didn't want to promote stuff like that. I wanted honest content for people, so that's why I never really got into a bunch of sponsored posts. I get emails for sponsored posts all the time. Even now in December, with the crypto market being, you know, bear market for a long time, I still get tons of emails for people saying, hey, promote my new coin for, you know, $1,000, $2,000. I did.
So $2,000 per video. But I'm here to tell you that even smaller channels were offered money to work with coin projects. How do I know? I will tell you about my story of getting contacted by cloakcoin. As you can see, they wanted to pay me money, or probably with cloakcoin. Now, I did pass this up because of...
Well, everybody, it is your favorite three amigos, Cliff, Hi, JSnip4, Big Swear, of course.
Now, I do have to point out that cloakcoin did make J4 tell everyone he was getting paid to do this video.
But I will disclose something. When me and Sean were talking, he said, look, I know you're going to be talking about our coin and whatever, but we want to give you some cloak. We love what you do. We watch your channel every day, but you know, we know you take time out of your day to do this stuff, and sometimes it's out of the norm of what you plan on doing. We want to give you some cloak. So this was something he had offered before I even did this video. So just again, first disclaimer I've ever had to make in a situation like this, because I knew about it in advance.
So who is on the pay list? J4 gets paid to do things, go places. We have a Cane Bear that gets paid to promote cloakcoin.
Boom, we're live. This is Teal with the Arcane Bear. Now, one of the things I wanted to dive in and take a look at was the new Cloak wallet. They're a great company. We've been excited about their privacy selection for tokens for quite some time. Now, for those of you that don't know much about cloakcoin, you can go to cloakcoin.com. Just so everyone's aware, I do actually advise and help them as an advisor for their marketing and community building strategy, although that's not why I'm doing this video.
As you can see here, that these two are close to Cliff High. Cliff High has had cloakcoin in a few of his reports and has talked about it a few times in his interview ramblings. But let's take a look and see what this does to the charts. As you can see, more people that get the report, the more they buy into the coin. I know they aren't going to stop. They all have coins.
It's going to show up first. So you can see I've got 230 cloak coins. Speaking of which, have a look at this. As the old crocodile hunter used to say, have a look at this. Speaking of cloak coin, this was in Cliff High's original data, right? Look at these prices. A penny. A penny. Now this is back in the day, 2014. Let's travel up to early 2017. 18 cents, 19 cents, 18 cents, 16 cents. That sucker hit $9.93, it was actually over $10. It was $10.30. $10.30. Now, right now, it's back down to $4.86. Talk about a massive gain again, another thing. But that's another story. And by the way, I'm trying to line up a little interview with one of the guys from Cloak.
And they all get the reports early so they can plan ahead.
And I know you can't buy it yet because it hasn't been put up on the site. I think today or tomorrow it will go up, but I got a copy.
As you can see, they are getting ready to pump this coin up. Cloakcoin is getting ready to open its last part of the code up to the world. Daddy Pumper is working it. I can see Daddy Pumper bring it out the big guns, and this time write a little bit more about it. So now, what are you going to do with this info? I think more than chance. Everyone will buy it up to the high, and the pumper group will sell. I think the worst thing about this is that a lot of people in this coin has already been victims of a pump and dump early in its coin life. But they are the perfect prey for this group. Now what about Bix? He has spread the word about cloakcoin too.
You get to it, the more details start clustering around in that set, and then finally it dawns on you, oh no, you know, it's not a hubcap I'm looking at in the data sets, it's a turtle shell. But until you get to that point, you can't tell. So, but I do have a Dash, I have Monero, and then there's a real high burst of emotional intensity around Cloak. Okay, but
what's Cloak? Is it kind of like Monero, where it's like it's privacy centric?
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing on that: you got to be careful about that, because we had that same kind of thing about the doggy coin and about Litecoin, and they both have fizzled out.
Yeah,
You get a big emotional burst.
Let's look at the chart and see how high they pumped it. Not convinced they have more. I know you're not here for that. Let's get back to what I found out about Silver Goldman. As you know, Silver Goldman copied J4 in a lot of things, like posting video titles like J4 with the realness news in front. But then he put connecting dots in front. Silver Goldman started his own form like J4. I know what you're gonna say, but J4 copied Silver Goldman too.
That I'm as good as I am with the charts. You should see how good I am at disappearing. And what I mean by that is that if you think for a second that I was going to come out on the air and even give a real nickname, I'm not.
And you are so right. J4 copied Silver Goldman in finding someone to play the Trader Boss part.
I've seen Trader Boss face to face. Yeah, through Skype. But his face is as close as mine is to yours, and we're talking, and I see his mouth and eyes and everything moving.
I think the bigger question is, did Silver Goldman take out a play right out of J4's scamming playbook?
I'm going to be more angry and pissed off than I ever been in my entire life if we lose this.
But you did lose them.
So me and Trader Boss, he's got a really good opportunity to deal with. Working like I don't know if it's a trading desk or what his thing is, but because he's doing that, there's a bit of a conflict of interest to also post in the trade call group. So I'm kind of taking that, doing my own thing with it. I wish him the best of luck doing his thing. And I've decided, well, it really makes more sense to go to Patreon, because they've got a lot of stuff there set up for you. I can post, I can do stuff. You guys will get automatically emailed, and I don't have to worry about my website or any issues. The website's staying up. Anyone that has access to the training courses and that stuff, it will stay up. You'll have access to that stuff.
Or is Silver Goldman going to come back as the new Trader Boss of J4 channel?
I just put up like a little $5 one, because there's going to be people who like, dude, I'd just like to throw you a bone, but I don't need anything. I don't want anything. All right, well, how about $5? That's cool. This is the main one, 20 bucks. This is where I'm going to be posting what used to be on Telegram, like a trade call, or maybe it's some information I just got from, you know, the CEO or head guy at one of these crypto companies. Hey Joe, on Tuesday we're going to be releasing a report about this and that, you know, or we're about to do this with our, you know, we got accepted in an exchange, you know, don't tell anybody, but we're going to be listed on an exchange.
I don't know, Skimpy. It sounds like, you know, insider trading. But I guess that's nothing new for you, is it?
Illegal insider trading occurs when a person uses material, non-public information to make a decision about buying or selling a security.
Now, if you think you know why Silver Goldman did the following actions that I'm going to talk about, leave your comments down below. Now, let's talk about phase 2. Start changing emails to all the different accounts that you have. I know what you're going to say, that this is about the same time he was talking about moving all his crypto-related stuff to using Proton Mail. I'm here to tell you that he changed his EOBot account to one of his older email accounts. It was changed after June 8th, 2017. And before his live stream, September 22nd, 2017. Now let's keep in mind that the name on the EOBot page was changed sometime after September 22nd. And for the ones that haven't noticed there, he used the same password for both email accounts. I'm going to share with you an email here I got. It reads, "I'm not sure why people are saying he used VPNs to hide his IP address. That might be somewhat true once he switched to Proton Mail, but for the good part, he used web-based mail. Basically, anyone who paid for his trading course could have received his free calls and would had his IP address. If they look through his message headers, I suppose he thought that Squirrel Mail, a common web-based email package provided by most web hosting services, which he used to send emails to his subscribers with, was safe and not publishing his IP. I was watching on the news unit's live stream where they were stalking Silver Goldman's neighborhood via Google Earth and Street View. I believe they narrowed down his residence to one block of apartments." Well, I'm not sure about the news unit's live streams, but I will put my thoughts in later on. Since I have Silver Goldman's emails, I decided to go through all of them to see when this hiding started. And do you know what? On this date, 12/29/2017, something changed. The email header changed on all his emails he sent afterwards. As you can see, the mail hasn't had any updates since May 30th, 2013, and a plugin on March 28th, 2014. Well, I'd have to agree, Silver Goldman wasn't shy about leaving his IP address everywhere here in some of his videos, live streams that I found.
Very good, and I can click on you guys to join up with me, and I can see how much or where you're at or what you happen to be mining. So as you can see, it's Brooke Peas, and again, when you open up this website, I would not name it, I would not use my real name, okay? A good thing that Brooke just put the P, but I would go with something, you know, alternative.
Let me show you something else here on EOBot. Under the social tab, you can actually click on the user map. And so I have done that, and as you can see, several different users here. And just to be very thorough, I even checked on Rookie Peace profile here, and I did find the owner, and it's not Silver Goldman.
Hopefully that's going to help you guys, and I'm hoping to come back out here and click my referral. I'm going to have a load of people, right? Hope so.
So I know you're all dying to know how many people signed up under him. Well, here, let me show you. As you can see, there was 41. Now, I will be bringing up some more names that Silver Goldman has used, but, you know, as I show you here, J4 is the only one that really knows his real name and real address. But as you can see, he's probably talking to his magic 8-ball.
Did I mess something up? Hold on. Maybe I screwed up.
So, J Snip, is it Lewis? It seems like Lewis has come around a few times. I have gotten a few clues pointing to this, but I don't think it is.
Or are they playing you all for fools, says Rob. And Rob, that is a possibility. That is a possibility.
Isn't that how it always seems to happen? People get scammed and then they finally wake up.
Then you got people that leave comments that haven't even watched the video. Otherwise, you would know that we are looking into if Silver Goldman scammed from the co-op farm or not. Of course, as you can see, he says nobody would buy PC hardware to mine. So I had to write him back here and say, he's saying that no one got into Silver Goldman crypto mining thing, you know, because they would have bought PC hardware to mine. So I also asked if, you know, Silver Goldman was his new trader boss. And, you know, in the next comment, I also wrote down, apparently he doesn't know what Monero does.
Yeah, I signed up. Hey, here's a link, referral link. Oh, got a referral link? Like the other one I did, I forgot what the other one was. I got a referral link, use my referral link. You're gonna do it. Like I said, I'm not telling you to do it. If you put, because you can choose on this site, this Bit Petite site. Again, I got my link up on my last video to the side, the affiliate link, whatever.
C'est une petite bit, tabarnak, and you guys all got screw chewed and barbecued, and well, Snippy, he made some cash on that one. He made it, well, we're not quite sure exactly how much, so I'll share with you what's been said, but you know,
there's nearly $500,000 in there. What are you guys doing? Like, I went in with monkey mind syndrome. It was extremely risky. Why the hell did so many of you follow me? Right? And 10% of that is coming to me in cryptos, as I discussed. And because I signed up under somebody, I had no idea how I did it, who I did it to. I mentioned the guy's name, BUJNY.
What? You don't know how it works? I thought you were an expert on referral links. Now, somebody on Twitter sent me a link here going to TripAdvisor that Silver Goldman has. Now, I have read through all his posts on there, and there was a duplicate of a post, and he was even called out on that. Now, we'll go through some of this here, but as you can probably notice here, he seems to be referencing a certain website in all his posts. You probably noticed the dates. It's even years apart, and it's still the same website. Now, another name is John Smith. He had that under his domain of Connecting Dots 1, and they give an address of the View Tower. Now, let's get back to this old email that Silver Goldman changed his EOBot to that I have uncovered. So what if I told you that's not the only place he logged in with his old email? How about I show you CoinPro? And yes, for the ones that have noticed, he used the same password for both email addresses. Yeah, and if you would read the J4 forums here, you would think that Silver Goldman was scrubbed from the internet. And as I can show you through this whole video series, that he's still around. He hasn't been scrubbed. Silver Goldman, he made more in his forums than J4 did on his daily revenue from ads.
So Snippy realized this, along with JM Bullion, said, hey, you know, let that guy back in. Bring that Connecting Dots 1 back in. So the forum picked back up, only for Snippy to ban me again when I started talking about the purity of silver and how if you're going to save money as a stacker, you might as well go for the purest coin available, the Canadian Maple Leaf, silver Maple Leaf coins, but people didn't like that, but whatever.
As you heard here, Silver Goldman, he told these stories, and we'll have one more story that he talked about a lot.
You know, we're hitting new lows here, and it'd be a good time to jump in because soon after that you'll be already in profit and you won't have to worry about it. I still believe that these are good times, and this video is you know, well, clearing up some of the stuff that's been said and also showing you some common sense why things haven't changed. This is definitely a very good time to invest in silver. And as I said, if you haven't seen this video here, go check it out. This is September 22nd, 2011. Why you should not worry about falling gold and silver prices right now. Honestly, look at the prices. That's right. $37.05. Listen to this garbage.
Alright, I want to show you guys something so that you don't get scared off. Not, you know, I should have sold my silver, I should have sold my gold. No, you shouldn't. You should be keeping it and buying more as the price goes down, because there's no telling how low it will go or where it will stop. It may not go that low, I don't know. But do not sell. Be prepared to buy. It may be one more opportunity of a lifetime, literally of a lifetime, that we can get silver and or gold for cheap prices, especially silver.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is the 2nd of January 2012. As I've mentioned before a few times, myself and my arch nemesis, Obese Beast, aka Bozo Beast, had made a bet. I think it was back in June. May, June, I think it was June of 2011, that I said we would see $50 silver before the year ends.
This is about silver, as I said, and that's the spot price this morning here on the west coast. As you can see, almost we're heading down towards $26.50. Yes, I still think it's a good time to buy. And you know, as I said here, let's go back in time. I made that video, it was on May 7th. So if you look straight up here, May 7th, it brings us to that $30 range, okay? And thereafter, as I said, the price was already going down when I made the video. I was aware of that. But, you know, it's a good time to bring it aware. I've done it in the past here. I'll show you when I've made other videos on the timeline. And the price always went down thereafter. What a great time when you think about it. Somebody gives you a heads up, and you're deciding, oh, good time to buy. If you didn't buy in here when we got in here in May, was it May 16th here? We hit that low, darn near 27. What a great opportunity. Unfortunately, I was not at the computer, could not get at it. And isn't that how it happens often, these little lows? If you're not there, you missed out on it, right? But guess what? It doesn't really matter if you bought a little higher or a little lower, right? Because things are going much higher, and I'll get to that by the end of this video, don't worry. I just want to retrace a little bit of stuff here. And in June, did you go there in June? This June, look at, we started off June here first near 27.50. You know, yeah, we went up a little bit, but we're still tracing in that same area here, 27 to 29, you know, 29.50. As far as I'm concerned, great opportunity. And now let's go back here. So I started this whole thing. I got on the internet. It was back on, well, in 2007, late 2007 is when I found out the whole stock market was rigged. Gold and silver, as far as I was concerned, everything was rigged. I did not know to the extent gold and silver were manipulated as they are. However, I was aware that they were probably part of that whole thing, that they were manipulated also by the powers that be. And it was in 2008, March 2008, I got on the internet, and I found out then that they were planning to crash the stock market on purpose in September 2008. Now, if you don't believe me, you can go Google LAPD 77. Did you get that? LAPD 77. Google that. It stands for Los Angeles Police Department 77, badge number 77. He got a heads up from his uncle high up in the U.S. military telling him the same thing. They were planning on crashing the stock market in September 2008. So I started telling everyone, my parents, get the heck out of the stock market. Get into gold and silver, get out of the stock market. No one listened.
So if you would have listened to Silver Gold Man and sold everything of stock in July of 2008 and bought silver, what happened after July of 2008?
It crashed, boom.
That's right. Now, as you can see here on the charts, it wasn't until December 2009 by the time it got back up to the price you bought it at. So for the story to be true, you would have had to sell your stock, you know, and this is depending on what stock you held. You would have had to sell after July, but before the crash in September. Then you would have had to wait to buy silver. It looks like around November, December area before you could make some money. Or you could have just bought back into the stock after it crashed. So you know the story. You know, Silver Gold Man, he rode it up till almost the top. You know, he didn't get the $50 an ounce here. He got into the 40 range and he sold off. Now, if you remember, he was talking about how good a deal he got on selling his silver. And of course, one of the best places that you can sell silver in Victoria. And with that money, he got a Geiger counter and was traveling the Canadian countryside to looking for radiation.
Hey there, folks and friends, Connecting Dots here. It's Sunday, December the 2nd. You're looking at the Ludlam 3A Geiger counter. We're hitting what? That's 60 counts per minute right now. Thank you very much for your donations. Folks, I've mentioned before here, I live on Vancouver Island right near the ocean. I'm about to go on another radiation tour right within next week or so, but whatever, I'm just doing it on the island. I don't even want my kids on YouTube because I'm disgusted what goes on here. It's a major fraud on any sector. You can pick out any topic on YouTube. I can almost guarantee you that I will find fraud in how they're interconnected with other people that do other topics. I've been out here since 2008. I'm not talking out through my ass. And that's when I got on my big horse and started telling you all, okay, get in there, financial meltdown, go get some silver. I was pumping up silver videos. Now, in 2010, if you folks remember, you're subscribed, June 22nd, 2010 is when I got out there and I said, if you haven't bought silver, get out there now, because soon after the end of June, the price of silver would take off, and it did. August 16th or 19th, we took off, and I said it was going to head up to $600 an ounce. I never said it was going over there overnight, but it kept going up. Do you folks remember?
I've had prices for silver at $600 an ounce that have been in the data since 2003. So if indeed that's going to occur, look at how rapid and how shocking that rise is going to be.
He starts off his video with this page. It's something I showed a long time ago. I got it to, thanks to Cliff High here. So why would you even be concerned with this big pullback? This is a buying opportunity in my books. We're in the world. This is not a time to jump out of the sell all your gold and sell all your silver. It's time to think about stocking up here. So if you bought in at 34 and we drop down to $24 an ounce, get in there again and buy some more. That's my advice. That's what I would do. That's how I would play this game. I'm in it for the long run.
It is hard to believe. I'll be the first to say it. It is hard to believe. Seeing the action in price downward lately with gold and silver, lately as in the last week, that all of a sudden there's going to be a big price jump in silver, and again, mere weeks away. But it only takes some little event from left field or what have you, and it may seem like it's coming from left field to you and I, oh, what just happened today? But the club may already know about it, whatever it may be, if there even is anything. And it only takes one little thing to reverse the course on silver.
Yeah, of course.
You saw it in 2011, it ran through $18 to 40 to 50 so fast, it made a lot of people's heads spin.
Well, I don't know about head spinning. If you call, almost a year, started in August around that $18 mark, and then slowly moves up. Then of course in December, of course, it drops back down again until February, and then shoots up again to the 50 mark like he's talking about in May, almost May. So I wouldn't call that head spinning. Now I would say the head spinning would be more at the almost $50 here, and then within a week it has dropped down to the $33 mark. I think that's would be head spinning.
I did not break my neck. Those of you who've been following me, you know how last year after radiation crossing Canada, doing a radiation tour, I went out gold prospecting, rolled my truck down the mountain 8 times, broke 3 vertebrae. I didn't do that for nothing. I've gone back out. I've got 2 gold claims now. This is not done yet. Do you really think we're going back down to these days? I don't think so.
Now, during this live stream, he ran out to grab a few things.
Okay, I'm stepping away from my desk here for a couple of minutes. Gonna run to the store and grab some for the weekend. I'll be back in about 10 minutes.
As you know, Silver Goldman talked about a few exotic brands that he used to get from a store. Now, Silver Goldman talked about going to a coffee shop and talking to a lady there all the time. Now, I seem to recall that they also talked a little bit about some of the political deals going on in Canada there. So as I was digging into Silver Gold Man's old videos, came across a video talking about, you know, chemicals, contrail, you know, that sort of thing he's talking about. But notice the location. So as he writes in his video, he captured this footage from the 6th floor balcony between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Now let me show you a little video footage that I've captured. Does it look familiar? Now, this building that he's in has a lot of history. I'd encourage you to take a look at the other video. Now he comes back an hour and a half later, and he even tells you in the video, to the same place.
Okay, here we are, roughly an hour and a half after that first footage was filmed. As you can see, the sky is totally covered now. See that clear line.
Now, if you're worried about parking, they do have parking available less than a block away here. It's in the same block. Now, another plus is that the rent includes your utilities. Now, it's located within walking distance of several big banks, so if you need money, it's not a problem to get it. This hotel is centrally located in Victoria to all your major things you want to go to.
You know, I've already exposed him. He never worked at Bear Stearns in the trading room. They don't have a training program for their traders. Absolutely lied about the whole thing. I showed you how he was nothing but a nurse on Staten Island. He's a foot nurse on top of that. Now he's over in Las Vegas. Anyways,
there's no foot nurse in the house, but there is a shoe doctor in the house, so if you need a shoe repaired, you can get it done. The deeper I dig into Silver Gold Man's old email, the more info I find that leads me to believe that he wrote the playbook that J4 is using.
I know Snippy very well.
Yes, it does seem that you do know him well. You taught that youngster everything he knows. Sure have a lot of websites. You have just as many as J4. The HIR investments stand out to me. So So Silver Goldman's selling courses before he was good at it? Now don't get me wrong, as I pointed out earlier, he was good at trading. As we look over Silver Goldman's past Twitter feed, we can see how he got better at his trading as time went by. Silver Goldman even shared the different YouTuber videos that he learned off of. Now, J4 would have you believe it's software, but it's not. Now, a few other things he wrote on his web blog. Making money videotaping weddings, penny stock investing, starting your own business, you a good credit rating, HIR investments, buying factory direct, starting a lucrative cleaning business. As you can see, he loved to sell his ideas to people. If you would like to dive deeper into the rabbit hole, you could probably search his other emails that he has. For now, this is as far as I'm going to dig for this video. I would like to talk about someone else that put money towards the mining farm. I've seen the videos on your YouTube. I also sent Silver Goldman 12K worth of Litecoin. I consider myself lucky because the investment came from massive gains I made on Bitcoin. I got in very early. I feel worse for the people who gave him cash or crypto from savings they worked for. However, it's still 12K. I could have still have used. I did not ask him refund it, so I've accepted that it is gone.
I've gone over to Vancouver and I've picked up the first set of rigs. This is those of you that sent me the cash. I went over and grabbed the first group of rigs. Those of you that sent me the Litecoin, Bitcoin, I'm still waiting prices to go up. It looks like we found the bottom.
Hey, Silver Goldman. As discussed in your live video chat, you mentioned that you're accepting payments now. So I'd like to send you a payment for the above amount to your Litecoin address. Please let me know which exchange you'd like it to be based off of. Silver Goldman wrote back here. Okay, here's the Litecoin address. Take the price according to Poloniex, and don't send it when Litecoin is blasting off. Do it when it's dipping, please, instead. Ciao for now. Silver Goldman, P.S. I will get back to you when it arrives, and keep an eye out for mining updates. This is the Silver Goldman's Litecoin wallet, and from here it looks like it is from Bittrex. So you can see right here where they sent the 68 Litecoins to his wallet. Now, the best I can tell from the video is that 4 mining machines could have been made. There might have been more off camera, but I'm thinking he would have wanted it to look like a big pile. One more question I have. Is one of the rigs his to make the pile look bigger? To try and answer this question, I went through the emails that I got to see how many there could be. We also have to keep in mind that he was trying to get everyone to use Proton Mail for mining co-op. There was 50 people in the trading group that I have found over a year's time, since I don't know how long each was signed up for. Here's an email from Silver Goldman that he sent out. Good traders, I'm not one to mince words and prefer getting straight to the point. I sent an email out asking for response regarding communication, and I was very disappointed to only receive 3 email replies. There's over 100 traders in our group, but only 3 replied. So that tells me I should forget about setting up a chat room. Forget about GoToMeetings, group, conference, hangouts. And I'm not worried about introducing another method of communication because it's clear. Most appear to be satisfied with the current email notification method I have been using. Peace and prosperity. Silver Goldman. P.S. BTC appears to have hit bottom. Something I found interesting is how CNN yesterday published a story on how BTC was going lower. CNN is fake news, world order controlled news. It gives me confidence BTC may have actually hit bottom and the sharks are out buying it up while using fake news to keep the small guy from buying the bottom. IMO. Also, I'm still holding HTZ and CHK. They both look great. Hi, Silver Gold Man. Just wondering if you cashed out of Litecoin I sent you for the mining co-op into Bitcoin, or if you just held it in Litecoin wallet. Look at the price of Litecoin. It has just gone over $200 pretty much overnight. Wow. Didn't think it would happen so fast. Sorry, cashed out into BTC long ago. But I'm not worried, as BTC chart is exactly the same as LTC. The market found a bottom and we're in the process of climbing back up. Check the video posted on my backup channel for further BTC price action history. Ciao for now, Silver Gold Man. The best guess that I have is 11 people was in the mining group. One of theirs got their money back that we know of. Now we're down to 10 people. There might be more that got out, but for now, another thing to think about is out of the 10, a few maybe paid in cash to get their rig set up. Maybe they were all Silver Gold Man's fun. I really don't know. No one has stepped forward on giving cash. I will add that Silver Gold Man started pushing a new deal when the price was falling. He wanted to trade the funds that he got for the mining farm. It so happens that we have someone that took him up on that offer. Hey, John. Yeah, I saw the last video. Good work. You could look into it, but I wouldn't want you to waste too much time on it. We don't even know if the guy's still alive, but the tweets in late 2018 seems to prove otherwise. I don't have anything else to add other than he asked his subscribers if it was okay for him to trade our coins while the price recovered, which it hasn't, and he would keep 60% and give us 40%. I did agree to it. I'll see if I can dig up the original email. Prosecution would be too difficult and costly, even if we had the right to proceed with such a case. Regards.
Section here. He's uploaded this, or I should say he's pinned this comment. Anyone complain when it was up and you could sell? To hold anyone responsible besides yourself as irresponsible, buyer beware with these cryptos? I don't think so. And Andrew Stone here hits him hard. When you reach a point where you have a high influence over a large audience, you must take responsibility for the things you say and do. Everyone who put money in is at fault to an extent, but some individuals invested solely because they trusted this fool, and that's what it comes down to, right? The trust that you folks have put in JSNIP for.
Oh, don't stop there. I'd say every YouTuber.
Have I found anyone on YouTube that I trust? The answer is no. Every single person I've gotten to know on YouTube has turned out to be a scammer.
I'd like to share this email with you guys. So here's the latest. Yesterday there was none, and today some of them are back. So again, it's not time to drag your feet. The Chinese are invading Canada. Below is what I found. I think we need to talk. But I have to look first and read on. Thanks. Paying in cryptos may not work for all of you. Some may be using a card that may work better for us. Now it goes on to a couple links here for video cards. According to the website, they offer free shipping. So perhaps they include Canada also? If not, our other alternative is to have each of you ship the cards to your homes and then send off to me. The only problem with doing this is the cross-border duty taxes. However, I feel it's worth it, as I think it's only going to get harder to find cards. So I suggest we all get together in Skype Hangout and discuss your thoughts and ideas. I recently said I was planning on moving in May. However, that may change sooner, all depending on how many of you are still going to go through with this mining farm investment. In the meantime, I have 3 locations where together, we can run probably around 15 to 20 rigs. All these locations have free electricity, so those who invest in rigs in the early stages will see the most profits from the rigs due to free electricity and no employees to pay. However, my friend would like some free coins, which he would deserve. Perhaps it's time I review more of my plan. I believe the mining farm on its own will be very lucrative. I also have a second venture to make us even richer. You may recall I was researching Bitcoin ATMs. During the search, I stumbled across a unique ATM that, at least I figured, it allowed you to have your BTC, LTC, ETH, or Dogecoins sent to an email address for the person to download to their wallet. However, one of the more interesting features, apart from serving the customer in multiple languages, which is crucial in North America, it also allows the owner of the machine to have BTC, LTC, ETH, or Doge sold directly from his own wallet or from the exchanges. We will now be mining our own coins and selling them at will using our own ATMs, which also will generate roughly 9% to 12% per transaction. This is an all-round winning play for us all. My future job, once the first mining farm is established, will be to go around securing great locations to have our ATM installed. I love traveling, road trips, so I plan on selling our services right across Canada. This ATM will cost roughly $3,000 USD each, and since we will be mining the coins, there won't be any middleman exchange taking a piece of the pie. Although I realize we met on YouTube, perhaps it's time we join up and chat one-on-one. So I'm offering you the opportunity to ask some questions normally not asked on YouTube. And yes, that includes my name. I'm in this for the long run. However long that is for me. In fact, it is. I'm not going away except perhaps spending less time doing YouTube videos. Pint is where we're all in. This makes millions. So maybe we'll need to get to know each other a little bit better before moving forward. Let me know if you're and how much you figure you can invest. 5K, 10K, 20K? Yes, I know I asked you before, but now you're getting a bigger picture of where I'm heading with this baby. So maybe your feelings changed. Let's Skype. Search, for the address in the Skype search bar. But send me email letting me know if you are in and for how many Ks. Peace and prosperity, Silver Goldman. We all live mostly in different time zones, so I'm open to having several Skype chat hangouts at various times. If I don't hear back from you, I will be removing your name for the mining farm investors list. No bad feelings, but I'm all about making millions right now and having a blast spending it. So I'm weeding out those who aren't sure of their goals and or commitments to this plan. I still plan on having our crypto investing hangouts. Also, however, this group I'm forwarding is strictly about mining and having are ATMs across Canada and perhaps across the USA. BTW, if you're all worried about cryptos, relax. It's shaping off some of the weak players due to the South Korean banning of Bitcoin trading. However, they are the only one place on the market. Although a large one, it's still only one country, and even so, many have sought trading refuge in the numerous decentralized exchanges. Yes, invest in BitShares, EOS, and if you find any other coins, tokens with such plans, let me know. So, what about the other ones in the trade group? Did they pull out, or did they agree for Silver Goldman to trade their coins too? He stopped communicating with everybody on all his different emails that I have tried. I've even tried to contact him. So did Silver Goldman make his millions, and is he flying around in a plane now? John the Mouse Travel Map is available for Google Maps. It will help plan your route to the locations of your favorite videos. It is free to use. I have the link below. Please visit the playlist tab for videos that I have sorted for you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button